What up, wide receivers? Today we're going to break down this rep right here from Jameson Williams, a really good athlete, and he's shown that he could be a really good player. Obviously, he has some, character concerns so far that have kind of costed him, but I hope he gets it figured out. But regardless, I've seen some really good things from him watching him play. But today we're going to talk about how we can beat an outside leverage DB, when we're running an outbreaking route, and he's off, right? So this, essentially, pre-snap, it's going to be pretty hard to run this route unless we know what we're doing in the route and how, to get open, okay? So here's what we need to pay attention to and understand. So when a DB is off like this, right, their chest is kind of pointed towards where the quarterback would be. This is a pretty good indication that they're running a zone coverage. Okay, so we need to understand that now his leverage, right, he's going to be facing inside here. So it's important to know that back here is a bit of a blind spot, a weak spot, right? That's why he has his back towards there. He's trying to keep everything in front of him. So we need to use the DB's rules against them. So you're going to see Jameson Williams understands that since he's running zone, right, the DB wants to keep him over here, right? So we're going to use that to our advantage because where are we trying to end up? We're trying to end up right out here because we're running that out route. So the reason why we want to stay here is because his leverage, right, is outside. So if we threaten inside and make him think like we're running a post, okay, he has to respect that and he'd have to run with it, all right? Because regardless, he doesn't want anyone getting wide open. Even though he's giving you that space, he wants you in that space, he has to still respect any routes that you're running there. Okay, so if we can do that, then we're going to be able to open up where we're trying to go, all right, by using his rules and his leverage against him. So let's watch the tape. All right, so here we go. So Jameson Williams is sprinting. He looks like he's running a post right now. There's nothing that he's doing that wouldn't tell me, okay, he's probably going to run deep right now, run a post, run a dig, something like that. And that's what the DB is seeing. And the DB is preparing to squeeze in order to break on something in or continue running, right? Things like that. And you'll see right there. Notice how the DB is getting closer to Williams, almost trying to like cut him off right here to make sure he doesn't get beat deep, even though, like we said, that's where he wants him to run. Notice how he's getting closer and squeezing, and by the end of this rep, he's pretty much on Jameson's outside shoulder, okay? Now, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Jameson Williams does a really good job of selling this post to make the DB commit, and then what do? We go right behind him to where I said earlier, that blind spot, okay? And we run our out, and now you'll see the DB, right, is in a pretty difficult predicament right here to overcome because he can't see back there. I mean, for all he knows, we could run out and come back in. That'd be a really tough route, but he can't see. He's just committing, okay? Or maybe if we had like a double move where we're out here and come back in, right? Little corner post or something like that. DB is pretty much it's going to be a tough spot for him no matter what. So he commits, right? And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to put DBs in these tough spots all the time, keep them guessing so they don't know what we're doing, okay? Because they have to react to us. And if we can do exactly what Jameson is doing here, which is sell like we're running a post, okay, and then all of a sudden, boom, we're breaking to the out. That's just easy buckets all day, just like right here, okay? So sell that post, attack the blind spot, and make sure we're sudden with this break, attack that blind spot. And don't give any indicators, right? Just keep running straight. You don't need to fade out slightly. Okay, just keep running straight till you get to your landmark, then boom. All right, this is the NFL. Look at all this space. Okay, this is the NFL. It's hard to get that open in the NFL. All right, so make sure we pay attention to what we're doing here and put this into your bag and make sure you use this when you're running routes, especially against these zone corners and you got an out route. Okay, so that's your tip for today. If you found this video useful, appreciate the content, I would appreciate if you liked and subscribed. That would mean like and subscribe because that would mean the world to me. Alrighty, so I'll leave you with that. Again, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.